But I would say in general, we have to say that it is something disliked, meaning if you didn't do it, if a person had an urge to do it and they didn't do it, they are rewarded. They are rewarded. God considers that to be an act of righteousness for which you are rewarded. If a person does not control himself or herself and falls into that practice, then it is not sinful, but it is being engaged in something which is disliked to God, and something which could, because the area of makruh, the dislike, this area is an area where a person who involves themselves much in it eventually falls into haram. The area of makruh is sort of like a buffer zone between the halal, the things or the better things and the good things, the recommended, etc., and the prohibited things, the sinful things. Pardon? No, I mean, people give names to it like Nikahuliyat. Right? This is some of the terms that they use. That okay. So such terminology, which means if we literally, marrying your hand, right? This may give the impression that it is similar to zina or fornication. That's all. Pardon? Huh? I mean, the point is that the issue is what? The issue is a question of evidence. As you said, some people say yes, some people say no. In the end, you have to look at what is the evidence. Because the issue, the category of something being classified as haram is not, an arbitrary category where, it depends on how I feel. I feel this way, so I'm going to call it haram. He feels that way, so he calls it halal. No. It has to do, there are principles behind it. There are legal principles. And to classify something as being haram, it has to have been clearly prohibited by Allah or by go back. Where did you put the papers, the question papers? You gave it all to him? Huh? Include the pencils and the others? Okay, so you can see if it's okay to go and pick it up from the registration and do it, or just forget it. So the same one? Yeah, the point is that defining something as being haram, there are principles behind it. There are principles behind it. It has to have been prohibited in the Quran or in the statements of the Prophet, or some punishment has been assigned to it in Sharia. You know, when the sign that something is haram. Or there is a punishment not only in Sharia in the sense that in this world there is a punishment, but the punishment is defined in the next world. A person is going to be in hell because of this, that, and the other. For example, like interest. Dealing in interest, there's no punishment in the Sharia in this world, in this life world. Nobody's lashed or nobody's, punished for dealing in interest in that way. But in the next life, the Prophet described the one who deals in interest as swimming in a lake of blood, you know, and that people will be throwing rocks into that person's mouth, you know, and something like this, huh? So this is the person who is dealing in interest, okay? And also, Prophet has said that interest has over 70 branches, and the simplest of the branches of interest is equivalent to incest, to a man having sex with his mother. So that is indicating for us haram, this thing is haram. So there has to be some kind of evidence of that. Of course, one may question, for example, in the case of cigarettes. Okay, there's some difference of opinions regarding cigarettes. Is cigarettes haram or is it makruh? You know, it has been ruled as makruh a long time ago. A long time ago, cigarettes was ruled as makruh. Makruh meaning dislike, that we spoke about. But this ruling was given about 500 years ago. 500 years ago, when tobacco first came to the Muslim world, right? We talked about this before? Yeah. Okay. So, you know, this ruling was made then. Today, we have other knowledge which indicates that smoking causes cancer, and we know then that anything which we take which can kill us, according to Islamic law, is prohibited. So, the ruling of haram is now placed on it. It was not arbitrary ruling. It's a ruling based on knowledge, because our knowledge will change in time. So information about a particular product or something like this may cause rulings to change from being harmless to harmful, harmless to harmless. To work in insurance. Well, if the system is a Western style insurance system, then the process of insurance is itself considered to be haram. No, even the insurance of objects, where it is not following Islamic principles, right, where the insurance is the monies are gained by way of interest. You know, the money is put in banks, and the interest accrued from that is what increases your overall capital, and this is what you're paying out of, and it still remains haram. What about the people who dealing? Well, Prophet is dealing with that, meaning dealing with the interest dealing. Prophet has said that there are 4 people who are similar in sin in the dealing of interest. Right? He said the one who pays this, the one who receives this, the one who draws up the contract, and the one who witnesses the contract, signs himself as a witness. Well, as I said, if there are Islamic insurance schemes that are available, you do it through the Islamic insurance scheme. If there are not, and transportation is one of your basic needs in society, right, where the society obliges you to deal with interest through the insurance in order to use the car, then you do it to that degree. So what you do is when you take out coverage, for example, if you don't take out full coverage, you don't take out full coverage, you just take out the minimum. What is the absolute minimum coverage that you can take out to fulfill the requirements of the case with regard to this? Okay, anybody have any other comments they want to make with regard to previous topic, homosexuality? Okay. Good. All right, take it back. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Now, the next topic, if any of you didn't have any particular topic you want to raise, I'll go on to the topic of crime and punishment. Crime and punishment. Did you have another topic you'd like to interject yourself?